Holy balls! What's up, everyone? Welcome to the 100th episode of Game Scoop. I'm your host, Damon Hatfield. Alongside me, as always, is Craig Harris.
Oh, is it happening? Oh.
Charles Onyet.
We're going to make fun of PC gaming today again, I guess.
Yes, probably. Yeah. Ryan Geddes.
By the way, I'm so jealous that you got to play Sacred 2.
Oh, it was awesome.
And the one and only Greg Miller.
Woo! I woke up with a rumbling in my tummy, Damon, and that can only mean one thing. It's going to be a good Game Scoop.
Well, we've got a lot of fun stuff planned for you. This is the 100th episode. We've got some musical numbers. Greg's got a brand new rant. And we got lots of listeners' mail to begin sharing you. They're going to tell you their favorite moments from Game Scoop.
And I bet none of them are about me.
That's because the world is tired of hearing from raving old people. Floradora, Craig.
Ooh. Don't make me throw your water.
Let's
start. From my favorite pizza place, Shakespeare's Pizza.
I think we've had enough fighting for the day, all right? All right, let's start with a letter here from Benjamin Tai Chi. He says,
Hi, Ben.
He says, hey there. As I was a little late on Scoop bandwagon, I started listening at episode 74, one of my favorites. So I was wondering, are there any episodes before then that you could recommend that would be hilarious and funny?
I think episode 30 was really where Game Scoop started hitting its stride.
Isn't that your first one, Greg?
I'm the heart and soul of Game Scoop, Damon. I'm not sure if you're aware of that.
I have heard that. Also, could you guys, especially Greg, do another Game Scoop game break? The last one was so funny. Well, you're in luck, Ben. We are planning one right now for next week, so be on the lookout for that. Our next letter here is Dario Cantano. Greg Miller's rant on cancer and Greg Miller saying, "Is it happening now?" are some of my favorite Game Scoop moments.
That never happened.
It did.
Never happened.
Craig, people have heard it. It's out now. The one thing I learned at the University of Kansas was, if it smells like a duck and walks like a duck, it's probably your mom.
I actually learned that at Canada State University as well.
Okay. Jerry goes on to say, I even changed my motto on Xbox Live to say, quote, "Is it happening now?" Also, as it is the 100th episode, will Charles finally say penis? How about it, Charles? The fans, this is what they want. It's 100th. We finally give it to him.
Do it. Do it.
Penis.
We won!
Cheers!
We won!
Yes. Yeah, see? That wasn't so bad.
No, I feel like a great weight has been lifted from my shoulders.
Seth Finkelstein congratulates you, of course, Charles, and also says, Dear Scoop team, my vote for favorite Game Scoop moment would be, quote, Dracula from Faraway Voices from episode 80, and the philosophical debate about the great white shark versus octopus battle on the same episode.
All right, so what was this faraway Dracula voice?
Greg was carrying the show, as he often does, and said, I want to suck your blood.
That's Dracula.
That's a very good impression.
As for the Great White Shark versus Octopus debate, I have to side with Damon. I mean, Ryan, what were you thinking?
Well, actually, I've had a change of heart. A shark would totally pound an octopus.
Are you kidding? Stand up for yourself, Ryan. The octopus is like the PC, like the shark is to the console.
So it's boring?
Yeah, what does that mean?
The shark would totally own the octopus.
That's right.
You've always said this.
Okay. Here's another listener mail.
The weirdest
it's
analogies.
From Singing Pigs in Elevators. It says, favorite Game Scoop moment of all time? Doing the E3, which, by the way, us loyal listeners have yet to see. Shame on you.
So his favorite moment is one that never happened.
Well, my favorite moment, Craig, is one that hasn't happened yet either. The debut of our band, Crabtree Connections' first hit single, Damon Hatfield is a Cat.
Oh, yes, we have that ready. Let's listen to it right now.
Actually, before we do that, I actually did have some PC news that I brought in. There were
All
some
of this
things.
PC news.
Yes, I know. Yeah, there are some things. Specifically, I wanted to talk about the World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King expansion.
So
there have been a couple of new sword upgrades.
Damon Hatfield is a cat!
Nothing special, just a fact.
Damon Hatfield is a cat!
Damon Hatfield is a cat.
Making biscuits all night long!
It's okay because he's a clod.
Damon Hatfield is a cat! Damon Hatfield is a cat! 1, 2, 3, go!
That was a fine performance by Greg Miller and Craig Harris.
Crabtree Connection.
Never knew I could actually
Look for
sing
us
that
on
well.
iTunes.
That was great.
I didn't think I could actually be a singer, but now I think I have a career after.
It's probably the feel-good hit of the holiday season, I expect.
It's a virtuoso performance.
Thank you.
Truly.
Thank
you.
The
I
Four
thought it was
Christmases soundtrack with Reese Witherspoon and what's his
What
name?
a picture that looks like, folks.
Man,
It's such a great premise. It's
Vince
totally,
Vaughn.
it's not contrived at all.
Who thought Vince Vaughn could do 2 awesome Christmas movies 2 years in a row, back to back.
I know.
Nobody.
And he plays a totally different
Fred
character.
Claus,
in all
now
of
he's
them.
some dude
I
who
know,
doesn't
right?
want to go home and has a UFC brother.
That's what they call a tour de force performance.
So he's going to be the replacement for Tim Allen when they want to
Yeah.
do another.
That would be Santa
Thank
Claus
you
4.
not to insinuate that there is a replacement for Tim Allen.
true.
That man is a national treasure.
Yeah.
Man is a saint.
All right, well, now we're going to continue discussing some GameScoop memories.
It's 100. We're 100.
I know. We're 100 years old. This is our centennial
100 degrees in
celebration.
here.
We've got lots of listener mail, listeners sharing their favorite Scoop moments, and we're also going to be making Floradoras here.
That's
finally.
right. We have had a lot of emails. As everyone knows, I coined the catchphrase Floradora when I Floradored Craig Harris a couple of episodes ago. It's getting up in the dozens,
Totally,
I guess, now.
you totally Floradored me.
Some called it the redefining moment of Craig's life. Like he's been on
That and
a
the
weird
singing.
track for a long time.
I'm leaving you out on the curb next time I take you home.
Anyways, some listeners were nice enough to let us know that there was actually a Broadway musical from the 1900s entitled Floradora. You might have heard about these 1900s in your history books.
1908.
What were they
Yeah.
like, Craig?
Is that the one with the
Thank-
flappers?
yeah, I'm the old guy in the office. Thank you very much.
So, anyways, I was able to look it up on about.com.
Ooh.
Floradora.
Yeah.
There's no.
You should have asked Jeeves.
I do a space for Floradora. No, in the drink, nothing. The Floradora or
You-
Florodora.
So you write Floradora as 2 words?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Doesn't matter. It gets the point across either way.
That's the way it is in the Urban Dictionary.
Is a classic cocktail that has been run into near obscurity, but you'll still find it in many bartending guides.
Let's try to order one tonight.
It was. Oh yes, we're going to an awesome party. Ryan Geddes won't be because he's lame.
Debbie Downer, everybody.
It was named after the first Broadway musical hit in the 1900s. Oh, it was named after the. No, that's what it says. It was named after the first. Okay, we're done with the history. Let's get to the ingredients.
That was really interesting.
No, I understand.
No,
Everybody hates
please
me.
go on, please
we
go on.
need ginger ale, and then you will need.
Canada Dry.
Gin?
Oh, since 1904. I guess that's appropriate.
Ooh, that's good gin.
Then-
you didn't mess around.
Then you will need to go into your Monty Python books and get the holy hand grenade, and or just raspberry liqueur.
Do you have to count to 5 before opening that?
Yes, I have a half-eaten peanut butter and jelly sandwich from today, but it
Does
wasn't
that
that
go-
good.
That's
No,
not-
this is just
not
my,
part of the
crucial
recipe.
I
though.
left my Superman lunch bag here, so I actually had to pack my lunch. There's some cookies in the bag. I had to do anything. I need some limes.
You are so prepared for this, I have to
They're
say.
limes. Here they are. They're limes. You need ice, too. We got the ice.
Oh, yeah. You can't do it without ice.
So anyways, I'll start combining all these ingredients. Don't let me stop the scoop. When the
All right,
drinks
so
are
you're
all
going
set
to start
for you.
making the drink.
I will.
Do we have ice or do
Yes,
they?
I packed there's ice in
Were
here.
you not listening to what he just said,
Oh, look,
Damon?
there's the original instructions. The original
clearly said
about.com instructions I couldn't find right
Did
before
you
we filmed
search for
this.
Floradora with Phyllis Diller? Because I remember that's where the original
Yes,
story
as
came
you
from.
remember, I did try to scream Phyllis Diller at you,
Diller, yes.
but it came out
We
Floradora.
never really even knew why you wanted to scream Phyllis
If
Diller.
you remember, I was Floradoring Craig, and I was saying that he's so old, he's in a wheelchair, he's in a retirement home, and then I was trying to make a Family Guy reference, as I often do,
Oh, yeah.
of when Phyllis
Not cute.
I didn't say anything like you. When Phyllis Diller fought some guys. Anyways, yes.
Wait, but where did the Dora... Wasn't you in a theory of
No,
why the Dora part was in there?
I don't think I had a flip theory, no.
Okay. Maybe somebody else had a
I mean, I remember Phyllis Diller, and then Floradora, there's the same consonant starting there.
And
that's
kind of
where-
the same sound effect,
Yeah.
too. And good.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. See, and I get that much. That's how my brain works. Sometimes I get so out in front of the joke, I can't get back to the real thing.
All right, let's.
Where's this ice coming from? Is there a is it just
I
on the
have a
bottom of your
Soleus
satchel?
Yeah, Solius cooled some...
That's a better story.
Thanks,
It's Soleus.
Soleus. All right, let's move on to some mail. You may proceed with the drinks.
Oh, I'm going to.
Let's look back all the way to episode 98. When,
wow.
I was trying to remember the name of a children's book where food was raining down from the heavens. As always, we can count on the listeners to help us out with these sorts of problems. Many listeners wrote in. Seth Otting was one of them. The name of the book where it rains food is called Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs.
That is right.
Yeah,
That sounds tasty.
that is a great book.
I don't like meatballs. I don't think meat should be in balled or loaf form.
Really?
Yeah.
I like ball. I don't like meatloaf.
Yeah.
Meat in a cone.
So you're against bread?
No, bread is okay because that's wheat in a loaf form. I don't like meat in a loaf form.
I'm sorry, okay.
I don't think meat should be loafed.
No, I have to agree with you.
And I
there.
think a ball is just another kind of mini loaf. So for
you
me,
wouldn't
it's
like
not
going
really
It's just a
very good.
condensed loaf without the rectangular
Yeah.
portion.
Exactly.
I don't know
yeah.
if there's any breadcrumbs holding a meatball, though. I mean, in the
don't know.
legitimate meatball, it's just meat ball balled up and boiled in sauce.
And they're delicious.
Yes.
Let's not lie, folks.
I don't know. I never get like the meatball sub or anything when I go to
Really?
a sub place. No.
Not good.
Anyway, sorry. I
right.
brought this train right off the rails.
That's something that never happens on all 100 episodes of GameScoop. So I think you should watch your tongue over there.
Are you using a plastic knife to cut the loaves too?
I didn't think this part of it through. I forgot the utensils for the Floradoras. Really, I didn't bring the measuring things, so I'm doing this all off the top of my head.
Oh, my eye. Oh, God.
Greg
oh,
is
the
not.
lime juice stings.
Greg is not allowed to use real silverware.
Oh,
Court order.
This is
trying to
Eileen.
have terrorists coming in here and
Yeah, nobody's taking this
the game
podcast
scoop.
room.
All right.
Eileen wonders how come most of the articles, videos, and screenshots on Yahoo video games are from IGN. They even have the IGN watermark
You're
or
just
copyright at
Floradora
the bottom.
himself.
Nobody saw that. Be quiet.
Content syndication. That's the answer.
Yeah, we send them our content and they put it up on their site as well.
Just to be on the safe side, though, I've dispatched my lawyer, Joel Spiederman, to check it out.
That was funny. I was
I've always
watching
loved Joel Spiederman.
the news last night, and there was a town in Europe somewhere called Batman.
Oh yeah, I saw this news story.
This is real. The town is
And
called
there's-
Batman. They're trying to sue the producers of
Batman.
The Dark Knight for using
Defamation.
the name Batman.
Because that was the origination.
That's the reason why the
of
movie is so
Batman.
popular, is because they're stealing the name of the town.
The official comment from the producers was that we've only seen the press release. We're not aware of any actual legal action, but if it is brought up, our lawyer, Mr. Spiederman, will be handling the case.
They did?
Yeah,
Is that real? Is that real?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
my
their
God.
official comment. It was great.
Now my attorney is going to have to sue the comic book company.
I don't know
For
why.
using a like-named lawyer.
I anticipated a lot of contingencies with this. I didn't anticipate limes being messy. I don't know what I was thinking.
Here's my favorite stuff. Did you? So it's lime juice. It's not just
Yeah.
like a sliced lime.
Well,
Oh,
no,
That's actually the whole drink.
There is garnish. If you're kids at home, if your parents are and you are using their liquor cabinet, you will need 1.5 ounces of gin, a half ounce of fresh lime juice.
You realize that you can go out and buy a bottle of lime juice. You don't have to
Katie
buy
kept
not
telling
the
me that was
same.
so expensive and we'll never use it. So this was much easier.
It's not that it's
obviously.
expensive. It's just not the same.
Yeah,
By the way,
It is not the same.
That was- I think
I
that-
think it's
actually-
pretty cheap. I think it's like
Yeah,
99
it was like it was like 160. I'm sorry, I digress. I screwed up. That was
but finish out the recipe. What else do we get? What else do we have here?
a half ounce of framboise liquor, ginger ale, lime wedge for garnish.
Are
which
you
I don't
actually
know.
eyeballing this, or do you actually have measurements
No,
ready
I'm
to go?
eyeballing.
Oh, okay.
And
You'll be
kids,
okay.
I also want to say, before you raid your parents' liquor cabinet, check the bottle for
That's gonna snap.
for a black Sharpie marker.
Yes,
because some
that's when your
parents
older brother already beat you to it.
are known to put a mark so they know how much alcohol was
Those are
in there
very
the last time they
untrustworthy
checked.
parents.
I know. We've all had the friend you go over to the friend's house
Yeah.
though, and you raid the liquor
know,
cabinet.
that really
and they
happened?
have-
I've never
oh
heard
yeah,
that.
you never seen that?
No, I mean I've heard of it. I've never been
yeah.
one to go raid a friend's liquor.
Oh yeah.
Parents just don't understand.
No, they don't. They really don't.
This
Oh,
is Ryan.
and don't drink unless you're 21.
Yeah, don't be idiots.
This
Come
is
on.
Ryan Dever. His best memory is when Eric Brudvig pitched his idea for the Pokemon Ice Capades.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
This is really good. I'll try to
I don't remember this one either.
try to recreate it here. This is Eric Brudvig's $1 million idea. He should just do an ice show where you fill up an ice rink with kids and then you turn the lights off and you put a spotlight on stage.
Jesus, I wasn't looking. Is that really?
finally got you.
Dead space for a second there. I almost shot you with a shotgun.
Your railgun.
Dismemberment.
Yeah. Oh, it hit the limbs.
The,
Absolutely.
the lime juice totally just got me in the nose.
Did it really? Oh, like the smell of it, or it actually
Yeah.
like ricocheted up into
No,
your
no,
face?
no.
That's what she said.
We just can't.
Ooh, that was good.
Ice
What
cream?
Are we ready now?
Oh, God forbid we have fun.
Spotlight.
So dark arena spotlight up on a kid. Oh my God! Sorry.
They're like homeless lime wedges.
Oh man, I can't wait to drink these. I got that taste of lime. Mouth is already salivating.
My eyes are watering because of the fucking.
It's Floradora time.
Did you just
Yeah.
curse?
I said uckin.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I want to hear the rest of this.
Do you
Please
really want to?
continue, Damon. We've been
Damon,
waiting.
we're all enjoying 100 episodes. This is a big moment.
All right. Spotlight up in the middle of the ice with just a kid out there who says, "My Pokemons, let me show you them." And then lights up, and every Pokemon is just out ice skating around the ice rink, saying their names like Pikachu, Snorlax, and all the kids in the arena go insane, and all the parents do, but for a different reason.
Yeah, they all look at their. I remember this. They all look at their ticket and realize they paid $70 for this.
I think it would be better if a kid was picked from the audience. The lights go out, and all of a sudden, all the Pokemon are out there, and he has to tackle the Pokemon on the ice to
That's
capture
good too.
them.
That's good too. Yeah.
That could be like a maybe slightly grown-up version.
I don't know if you could actually fit all of the Pokemon on the rink.
How many are there?
There's more than
Hundreds.
two.
You
No,
There's
I saw
definitely more
that
than two.
flash in your eyes. You know the exact
How
number.
many are there, Craig?
351.
Really?
I don't know. I'm making. I
That seems
guess
right.
that's right. Yeah.
That seems right. Don't skimp on the gin there, bartender.
1.5 ounces.
He's counting. Oh man. That second one is going to be
All
potent.
right. This is Ray Briggs, the second faithful listener since podcast number 1. Here's a general inquiry on our RPG preferences. This is something Ryan and I were just discussing recently. Back in the old NES,
This is good.
Super Nintendo days, he was a big RPG fanatic. But now,
Sorry.
That's purple.
We'd be pouring purple stuff.
Floradora! I think it's we're gonna get hyphy in here, aren't we?
I think it's bound to happen. Yeah.
Okay. Nowadays, he's not all that interested in most modern RPGs because he doesn't like the new battle system. Certainly doesn't miss random encounters. How is that?
God damn, is that good?
Really?
Oh my god.
No, that can't be that good. That's gonna be way too sweet, isn't it?
Well, I like sweet stuff.
Yeah, this is gonna be
No.
way too sweet.
I'm a big
It's
raspberry fan.
Raspberry liqueur and Greg Backwash.
Oh, come on now. Don't be like that. I don't think Damon's never gone down that road with Greg Miller before.
Yeah, that is like drinking high
Well, come on.
fructose corn syrup.
Oh, have you seen those commercials? You mean
it's from- it's natural,
It's from corn. Is that what you mean? Are those the reports you've heard? Do you like it? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'll make
Really?
This
You could drink a.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm not going to drink a freaking cup of it. I will keep when we're done with everything else. I will keep this at my
really-
desk and drink one.
Listeners,
I feel like it captures the essence of the
I'm sorry that
raspberry.
my fellow podcast companions are uninterested
This is
in
why they
answering.
tune. Except for
I
the
was
one
waiting
kid
for
who
the end of
complained
that.
last week. This is why they tune in. Is for the crazy crap. They don't. They want to see us
I
have
want to
fun.
hear about the RPG stuff.
All right.
Because you and I were having a very serious discussion
Likes
about this.
random encounters. That's what I heard.
What? Oh,
Likes
yeah.
random encounters.
No, he doesn't like random
Sounds
encounters.
He
like
doesn't
Dateline.
like them.
He's
Well, I
my
wasn't
friend.
He doesn't like the new battle system in RPGs. He liked it when you can control all of the characters in your party rather than just controlling one character at a time and the rest of your party is acting on their own. So, I also share your sentiment that I am growing tired of modern JRPGs, but not because of the battle system, though. It's just kind of like because of the whole package, it just hasn't progressed. It hasn't innovated in a long time, I think.
Yeah, and my thought, we were talking about this, I don't think that Japanese RPGs are really RPGs at all. You're not playing a role,
Right.
you're playing a scripted character. I mean, Western RPGs are more to
Yeah,
my
you build
taste.
your character,
Yeah,
you
like
do everything
look
you
at
want,
Fallout
choose
3 or
classes.
Oblivion. I mean,
Well,
yeah,
it's a
you're-
role-playing game in the sense that it's stat-based. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're creating a role and
Yeah, but
following out.
role-playing game sort of came out of Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah.
where you were supposed
You
to
had lots
create
of
your
choices.
character, and you basically just created the character from nowhere, and you built them along the
But
way.
not every role-playing game is like Dungeons and Dragons. Sometimes, like you play a Star Trek RPG and you're playing one of the established characters.
That's a good point.
So-
But for my taste, I agree. I kind of agree with Damon. It's like I like JRPGs too, but I like them for a different reason. You know,
Yeah.
it's a different experience, and I think that
There.
while Western RPGs are innovating a lot, look at Mass Effect for example. I don't think that JRPGs are really doing that so much. It's just more like iterating on the same idea over and over again.
Well, technically, by playing the game, you are still playing the role of whoever the character you're playing as.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't have as much of a choice to actually branch out from whatever the pre-designated role is.
Yeah, exactly. You're not like making choices really. You're choosing between like preset. I guess you're always doing that anyway, but you don't get the feeling like my Fallout character already. I'm only like an hour into the game. I already feel like this is a unique character who I'm making decisions
Like
for.
our two characters wouldn't be the same necessarily because we branch off and do different things. Whereas I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think
You're already drunk, aren't you?
The soup is on, by the way.
from all those limes.
Come on, come here.
Let's do this.
There you go.
Boy, this looks great. Thank you, Greg.
You're welcome.
all right. I'm gonna try this here. Cheers, everybody.
To
Fantastic.
100 episodes.
100 episodes, and
glorious
also
years.
to the listeners.
Yes,
It's,
Cheers
a
to
video,
you.
it's a video podcast. We're cheering to you.
To you.
Cheers. Floradora.
Oh dear God.
This is great. I can totally get down with this.
Okay.
This is like a
It is
warm.
good.
This is like a warm summer day drink.
I would drink this at the beach.
Yeah. I drink it in a car full of miners. As I drove us to soccer
I was
practice.
drinking behind the high
While
school.
pointing and laughing.
I thought you meant miners, like coal miners. I don't get
no.
I don't think they like it as much.
I know what you meant.
it. What listener was it that originally pointed out there was a drink called Floradora? Do we remember?
No, I'm not on the GameScoop listserv, everybody. I want you to know that.
Well,
Damon refused to put me
If
on.
you're out there, remind us who you are, and I want to thank you.
And we'll know if you're faking.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we can
We
check
know
then.
it's not you, Harris Foster, or Javier Rodriguez, or Matt Jones.
Oh, funny story
Matt
about
Jones
Javier
commented on my
Rodriguez.
Facebook today. Hi, Matt. He commented on my Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Javier Rodriguez and me are in a business transaction. He is buying my Metal Gear Solid Collector's Edition.
Oh, he's the guy that
Yeah.
bought it off eBay.
I didn't even put it up on eBay. I mentioned it on Beyond. He wrote in and asked if he could just buy it.
Oh, okay.
I said sure.
Cool.
I can't
All he
tell.
wanted was that and an autographed picture of us. Or he wanted a piece of paper, but I say we do a picture.
What picture? Or you haven't taken it yet?
Yeah.
Or you
I say we
need
take a picture and then sign it.
Oh, that's what we needed to do. Oh, we didn't get to do it. I wanted to take a new picture of us for the GameScoop blog.
Now it's impossible.
Well, you're
the
leaving.
opportunity has passed us by.
You're
we can
leaving
draw
again.
him. We'll
we
draw
can do
him.
it today or
Yeah,
tomorrow.
draw
right?
him in.
That'd be better if we just poorly photoshopped everyone into it.
I can't decide though whether Greg made more or less of a mess than I anticipated.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not.
It's actually covered by the paper
Yeah, I spread
towels.
out.
I guess it
I mean,
could
I
have been a lot
tried.
worse.
I could be like you and not try.
No, I don't try.
All right, moving on. Chris,
What are you doing?
The king. They put
the King of Canada, everybody.
What just happened?
God save the king.
I don't know
It's
what's on
still
my
a
the
camera.
hand.
little
Up there.
cat from the
There we
gold hand grenade is on your hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Your head.
I can deal with
even
that.
crown.
Does the Lich King wear a hat like that?
It's a little more sort of extravagant, but I think it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, this is Chris Rader. He wants to know, is IGN biased?
Yes.
I am.
We are Tobias.
Yeah,
why not?
definitely. You guys rate the Xbox 360 version of the game 2 decimal points higher than the PlayStation 3 version nearly every time. The
get this-
latest incident happens to be Fallout 3, a 9.6 versus a 9.4. Come on, they're the same
What's his
game.
name?
This is Chris Rader.
Chris, you're an idiot. I just reviewed SmackDown on Sunday and scored the 360 version higher than the PS3 one because that's how biased I am. You don't even know. You don't read the site. Don't pretend to. Faker.
Well done.
Thank you. Floradora.
You are Tobias.
It's actually very common that games that come out on both 360 and PS3, they usually look a little bit better. The frame rate's usually a little bit better.
It's
on
also
360.
online stuff. It's way. I mean, you guys.
You know what? And
That's
it
just the
sounds like
built
you're
in.
going to be scoring the Wii version of Shaun White higher than the Xbox 360 version.
Yeah, I think so.
Take spoilers.
I think that turned out better on the Wii than it did
It'll
on
be going up
the other
tomorrow
consoles.
anyway, so who cares?
Oh, okay. Well, now we've just totally dated when this was filmed.
Tomorrow's a state of mind.
The jig is up. Oh, this is a question that maybe Charles will be able to weigh in on.
Heyo.
This is Bobby Simpson. Bobby! A
That's
couple,
right, huh? Who yells? Greg yells, everybody. That's what I do.
No. Making note of, we talked a couple episodes ago. A listener wrote in asking about our disturbing moments in games, or games that disturbed us. Bobby says he realized Myst disturbed him a lot when he was a kid. He was really young when he played it and was creeped out by the feeling of isolation and loneliness in Myst's lifeless world. Because of this, I could never play longer than 30 minutes and failed at completing a single task in the
Well,
game.
yeah. You got to spend a little more time than that to figure that stuff out.
In Myst?
Yes.
Yeah, Myst. Yeah. And then so he's
I was bored to death
So
by
he says
then.
this makes me wonder, why did they stop annualizing the Myst series? He's also mentioning
When people realized that it wasn't a very good game to begin with? Crickets?
Is that why?
I think it was a good game at the
No,
time.
I mean,
The only reason why Myst was popular is because it was given away for free with CD-ROMs. And that is the truth.
I don't think that's the reason it was popular. It was probably a combination of the graphics and the fact that it did have, I think, a very
and it was
powerful
free.
atmosphere.
And people were like, oh, I'm going to play this free game. And, oh, look at the graphics. This is the best game I've ever played.
I'm walking on a pier. This is great. I'm going to turn the sundial.
Well, you know,
Spoilers.
the Myst series basically progressed until Uru Live went up, which was an attempt at an online Myst universe, and then that didn't really work out so well. Yeah, it just
Is that
they're
what finally
apparently-
killed the PC as a gaming platform?
It was one of the nails in the coffin. Yeah, sure.
All right, this is Brenton Mantone.
That's a great name, by the way.
I think I finally found life's meaning now that I have come across your podcast. Pro tip, play one of your episodes backwards and at double speed. I've been able to listen to a few of your past podcasts at my part-time job, and about a month ago, where am I? You all mentioned Guitar Hero Ennui.
On Wii, right?
Okay. I don't even know what this word is.
Ennui.
Ennui. Yeah.
Okay, but I don't think we ever
I
mentioned
don't think
that.
so either. I don't remember this. You didn't delve too far into it, and I couldn't find anything else
I think it's
online.
Guitar
about it.
Hero on Wii.
Oh my gosh, really? Is that really?
Wait,
Yeah.
is it so? Is
Two
it,
separate words.
Is it
On
just
Is he joking?
Wii.
Is he
I
like
don't know.
a platform?
Are you joking, Brenton? Are you having fun with us?
Because if not,
That is hilarious.
LOL.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, that would be pretty funny considering Guitar Hero is basically an annualized franchise, and if they actually called something Guitar Hero on Wii, like Guitar Hero like Boredom or whatever,
What does that word mean?
then that
it's like a sense of my thing is breaking up here.
Yeah, he's trying to
like
think.
a
He's
sense
trying
of
to think.
yeah, like
Let me.
Let
look
me
at that
check
thing.
That's the word for
Yeah.
when cows have to clean their hoofs in the fields.
that's what you're.
It's
That's
a-
what the
that's
David
what you said.
It's a
Hatfield brain
Kansas
came
joke.
up with. It makes me
I believe that's
a,
cleansification.
it's a sexual thing, so I can't really say it on air.
Oh, come on. Why'd you go there?
Yeah, isn't it like boredom or hopelessness or despair or like?
Sounds like mist.
It's just.
Oh, Floradora missed.
Oh, my ears. You're gonna do it again, aren't you? So I gotta take these.
No,
out.
I don't mean to hurt anyone. I don't mean to yell.
Is that what you told
I don't
Katie?
realize. I
You
mean to hurt Katie. I mean to
Anyway,
hurt
but
Katie.
that's not a game though.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
This is from Keen Baston. Hi, everyone. Oh, he goes by Skeensy, though, apparently. Skeensy here. I was thinking about when I first listened to GameScoop, and I remember that my first GameScoop was episode 82, when you were discussing Damon and Hillary's trip to Las Vegas with Ryan Clements. Let me just say, that was one heck of an introduction to the IGN culture. Since then, I have become hooked and I'm constantly checking for new episodes. Thank you all for being there to make me laugh, and sometimes informing me about games.
Making you cry.
You're welcome, Skeensy.
Hey, Craig, what's your favorite GameScoop memory?
When I got coffee thrown into my lap.
Oh, that was pretty awesome.
No, actually, I still like the going into Japan with Damon and having the scoop in the Japanese arcade.
Yeah, that was good.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is from Dylan. His favorite memory is Made from Lava Ryan.
Oh.
Well, I guess he's got several here.
Oh.
Greg's Rupert Murdoch impression. Oh! Rob the Robot's first appearance. Craig's Weird Jones sodas.
Oh,
The
my
holiday
God.
sodas.
Man, I still got another case of it.
Yeah, so for our
Is
holiday-
it aged better?
we'll break- and these are new flavors, right?
No, this was
The
like
same
2
way?
years later. Yeah, they're different
But
flavors.
different ones.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've got different flavors to try this holiday
Man,
episode.
yeah, that'd be great.
And I'm the only one that's going to be drinking them again.
yeah.
There's stuff floating in them.
I know, that is pretty
That was
gross.
where
That's-
I crossed the line, and
Like,
I'm not tasting
Mini
this.
corn on the cobs were floating in that one.
Corn flavored soda, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's
Turkey flavored
It's
soda.
like a holiday dinner.
Brussels sprouts flavored soda.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Okay, all right.
Infogram song is also one of his favorite memories.
Yeah, that
It's a
was
good
good.
one. Well, that was before you were here when we
No,
recorded
I
that,
remember
right?
infograms.
You were here for that? Mm-hmm.
You guys weren't here for the original Infogram song though, when they actually.
I wasn't in the industry, though.
Hilarious.
No, we did hear it though.
These are just a
I've
few.
heard a record of it.
These are just a few of my favorite moments from the greatest podcast ever made. I love the work you guys do and hope to see many more episodes in the future. Long live GameScoop.
Here, here.
By the way, GameScoop canceled next week. Damn it.
Oh.
No. Oh yeah, it is because next week is Thanksgiving.
Oh.
This is Trevor Carrick. He writes in a whole essay about his
Wow.
favorite GameScoop memories. Here we go. This is good. I came in pretty early, before the episodes were even called episodes.
What were they called then before?
I don't know, 1, 2.
GameScoop broadcast.
Back in those glory days of David, Adams, Kathleen, and Hill heading up the comics channel, I would always listen with joy at the jokes and anecdotes portrayed each week.
We recorded those podcasts in like a standy microphone too.
Yeah, we all stood up
Yeah,
in
stood
a
up.
I think that
circle.
was actually recorded in a bathroom. Yeah.
It wasn't until the first episode of 2007, actually January 4th, 2007 to be exact, that GameScoop truly became one of my favorite things to listen to. It had anything a listener could ask for: unrelenting Micah bashing, Hill's inappropriate jokes, Clayman's jovial laughter, and also a little debating. I keep finding myself coming back to this episode to brighten my day, almost to the caliber of watching a Seinfeld rerun. It never gets old, despite its time frame.
What episode number was that?
Before it had
I guess
episodes.
they had episode numbers in, so
okay.
it was just the date.
Those were the glory days. We've gone downhill since
It wasn't until this episode, which I may say began the golden age of scooping, I found myself enthralled with not only video game journalism, but IGN itself and its staff. Even though Katie never comes on the podcast to tell that story of Greg we've all been waiting to hear, even though you can't freely say anything without editing like you could in the past, even though you treat blank 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 like the mutant stepchild that you locked up in the basement, so not to freak out the neighbors, the core of the podcast hasn't changed through the weeks.
Did they really mention blank?
And
blank,
it was
blank?
this episode that made me look forward to every Thursday or Friday. So his choice moments from that original podcast, from that January 4, 2007 podcast, was the Madden, the porn in the Madden 07 game. So that was
I
part
remember
of,
that one.
That
I
was part of the
remember.
news that week. That one copy of Madden 07 shipped with porn on the disc.
Oh, yeah.
And
Remember
like
that.
this 11-year-old kid found porn
Still
on the disc.
fake. I mean, I gotta believe that was fake.
I remember back in the original PlayStation days, EA released a Tiger Woods game, and then they immediately the next day said, "Oh, we're recalling them because there's something on there," and so it made people go look and find out what it was. The South Park Christmas episode that they just threw on the disc to fill in the space.
Oh, really?
But yeah, so like people bought that version just to get the South
Well,
Park.
this one was like
Christmas.
straight up porn, though, is what the kid said.
Yeah.
He like popped it open, put it in, and it was like straight up porn.
Yeah.
Like not even a different disc. It wasn't Madden labeled. It was.
At the 13-minute mark, we wonder why Micah is sweating. At 28,
Why was he sweating?
I don't know. At 28:30, we got a call-in listener, and that was back in when we had the robot voices.
I loved that.
We had the Indian
This is
call-in.
when I was still just a listener. I wasn't on the show.
Yeah.
I remember this episode.
So my apologies for how long-winded my email was, but it was with this episode that I fell in love with GameScoop. I just want to let you guys know just how it can impact one's life. Congratulations on reaching on 100 episodes. Here's to 100 more. Here,
Cheers.
here.
That means 2 more years.
Yeah.
We do a Game Scoop a week.
Brian, guess what's your favorite Game Scoop memory?
I don't know if I could pick one.
Okay.
I don't know if I could narrow it down.
You don't come
Think about
prepared.
No, I really.
Nico loved the Game Sausage episode.
Yeah, that was
That was a good one.
He wants us to scream out sausage a couple more times.
How did you
Sausage.
sound it? How did it go?
What?
Originally, how did you shout out sausage?
Just like
in
we
what
do Spoof.
context? Oh, okay.
Sausage.
Yeah, because it was Game
Remember,
Sausage
yeah,
for
Game
that
Sausage.
one episode.
Oh.
Didn't somebody
I don't
send
think I
us
was part of
sausage
that.
or something? What was the reason
No,
for
we
that?
got a press release for Game Sausage.
That's right, like wild,
Wild
Yeah, like
game
wild
sausage.
game sausage.
Yeah.
Sausage.
All right, Matt Jones.
Matt Jones, super fan.
Overlord of the super fans. He's got some other questions here. When is the DS team going to get around to reviewing My Japanese Coach?
That's actually in our back end right now.
Oh, pound.
Yeah, there you go. Ready to be proofread by myself, and I'm just lazy right now, and I'm also recording a podcast. So.
Because Megan, she works on our database team. She's fluent in Japanese, so we had her review it. Right.
Wouldn't it be for someone that isn't fluent in Japanese now?
Well, why'd you have her review it then?
Because she likes doing language
Okay,
programs.
I'm just
There you
saying.
go.
No, I'm just explaining who's reviewing it and why
I'm
it's coming
fluent in
late.
Japanese, so I'm going to learn how to speak
She
Japanese.
beat it in like a day.
Matt saw Role Models recently. I want to see that. Actually,
I saw
That's good. You like
See, I
it?
didn't want to see it because I hate Stifler so much. But
was
I've
alright.
heard nothing but good
I
things
hate
about it.
Stifler, but I really like Paul Rudd.
I do like Paul Rudd.
I was a little worried about because one of the first jokes in the movie was making fun of Starbucks' venti coffees, and that's kind of like old and done already. So I was like, oh, really? You're going to start with that joke?
Well, and David Wayne was behind that movie who did Wet Hot American
Wet Hot
Summer,
American Summer.
which was fantastic. I
Yeah.
mean, I still like watching that movie every few months. But he also
Yeah.
did, I think it was The 10, which also had a lot of the same cast from like Wet Hot. It had like
He did the Baxter,
Rudd in
too.
it.
Same
And,
thing.
Yeah, The 10 was just terrible. So I was sort of hesitant as to going to see Role Models.
It was the feel-good flick of the year.
It was.
Okay.
But
yeah,
anyway,
apparently it's good.
regarding Role Models,
Sorry.
he wonders, anyone on the Scoop crew ever get into live-action role-playing or LARPing?
No, I make fun of it, though.
Yeah, we make fun of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Or
Agreed.
maybe go to a Renaissance.
I've been to Renaissance
He
Fair.
throws
Yeah.
in maybe go to the Renaissance Festival. Sure.
They kind of make it look cool in this movie. You know, towards the end, it's the whole idea, just like as the
Be yourself.
yeah. So just enjoy it. So they made it look really, really cool, but it's never that cool. I know
I did
people
an
are
article
in it,
about
and
it,
it's
yeah.
like sorry,
Not
not
If you
cool.
want to see like what real LARPers are like, just watch Beauty and the Geek last season. I think one of the guys
No,
was
thank
a
you.
LARPer.
I don't want to know that bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
Missouri,
I did go to a Renaissance fair a couple weeks ago. a few
Unless
weeks
you,
ago, so
listener,
it's kind of the same.
do
thing.
that.
you keep stealing my pen.
And then it's
I
cool.
didn't.
Do you know that
I'm
the
playing
girl
with
who
your
came
pen,
in
I'm not
second
stealing
place on Beauty and the Geek #1 was from the zoo?
I didn't.
Dropped out of school right afterwards, moved out to Hollywood.
It's about time.
Missouri has a
Quitter.
good Renaissance fair that I go to. We used to go to every year when I was growing up.
Good food at a Renaissance fair.
Yes,
usually.
turkey
You
legs
get
as big
turkey
as your
leg?
head.
Or like a bread bowl soup. They do that too.
like they ate in medieval times.
Would you like clam chowder?
Actually, the closest
Low carb.
the closest I went to live action role playing was watching or going to a medieval times restaurant.
Ooh, medieval times.
Oh,
yeah,
I've never
one of,
been.
one of those things.
I've
And
heard
they
about it
served
now.
baby dragon while you sit in the bleachers
You
and
eat
walk. And
baby dragons are cute.
Well, you eat
Not
them.
anymore.
But
You eat
while
them right out of
It's
the
like
egg?
eating baby seals.
No, not out of the egg. It's
Canned.
It's
It's
post,
canned.
Post hatch, I guess. Is that a term?
Sure.
But yeah, so everyone sits on the bleachers and watches like jousting matches, and they serve baby dragon, which I'm pretty sure
It's
was
really balut.
was chicken, but
Was it awesome?
it was
Well,
chicken.
it tasted like chicken.
It was a lot like chicken because I think it was, but
All right, finally, Matt says, we have performance reviews coming up, and I need some sympathy. Please do your best to impersonate someone in big business and give someone a performance review on the podcast. Try to capitalize on terms such as core competencies, exceeded expectations, developed skill set, and more.
Well, actually, it's we saw this email come through, and I actually brought in. I actually gave Solius his performance review because I'm his superior
Oh,
here
really?
at IGN.
Well,
So
hold on. Let's
You
get him.
actually-
Yeah, just wheel him in here
Yeah,
just
would
for
you-
this.
go ahead,
Just for
bring
this.
him in. I mean, I don't want to embarrass him.
is he ready for this?
But it was. I mean, it was.
We told him to wait out in in the hall until we're ready for him.
It was a good review, so
This is
he
going to
should-
end badly, I have a feeling.
No.
Oh, he's scared. He's nervous.
It's okay, Solius.
His arms are dragging behind him.
He's working on year-end reports right now, so I don't
He's
want
not
to...
even. He needs to be.
Put him in the chair.
You're just gonna have him facing the camera.
Yeah, put him in the chair.
He's already heard it. He's already received his performance review.
Oh, he's already drinking on the job. He's fired.
I'll read it for all of you just
We're
so you can
informal
tell
here.
what kind of job it is. Since beginning his employment with IGN 3 months ago, Solius has shown his strong ability to address pertinent action items when required. He readily accepts challenges and follows company vision plans where applicable. His deliverables are frequently at or above standards, and he has displayed a willingness to fast-track integrated solutions to leverage major accounts. Associate Solius has provided value-added resources at crunch time, resulting in strong buy-in from
This is
stakeholders.
a better review than I ever got.
As discussed in our face-to-face meeting, Solius never hesitates to assign ownership to underperforming team members, and he consistently brings to the table best practices that drive our organizational core competencies.
Did you just find this on the web somewhere?
No,
This-
I wrote it.
This is brilliant.
Solius is a team player who's always ready with an integrated solution, and he's consistently available to synergize with team members. Even if pinged on off-work hours, he's quick to respond with a unique selling proposition. Whether in meetings, pre-meetings, or post-mortems, Solius focuses on next-level mission objectives and consistently brings best-in-class, big-picture, client-focused facilitations to the table. He deploys broad-based bandwidth to empower global team goal strivers with or without incentivization.
Man, I want to hire Solius for my next corporate event.
Overall, his mission-focused mindset and proactive focus make Solius a valuable organizational resource. However, due to ongoing corporate right-sizing, we cannot recommend a compensation upgrade at this time. So, well done,
There you go,
Solius.
Solius.
He's speechless.
Yeah, maybe next year.
You know,
buddy.
in this economy, that's what they're probably going to say to us when we have our performance reviews.
Yeah, I mean,
We're going to be
you
awesome,
did a great
but,
job, but-
oh well.
Yeah.
The economy says we don't get
you
raises.
know, I mean, we don't do this for the money, right, guys?
It's true.
We do it to synergize
you.
our core competencies.
For you.
So, here. I do it for me.
Hope that helped, Matt. All right, this is Throat Wobbler Mangrove.
Just leave Solius alone.
Poor guy.
And
gotta be ready to
I
go.
know what that refers
Is he
to.
going into sleep mode?
Something off the ball flaccid.
I don't know.
We gotta fix
It's a Monty Python reference.
Okay.
Solius, calm down.
Oh, man. Sounds like he's farting.
All right, Throat Wobbler Mangrove says, "Greetings, Game Scoop team, from the funniest place on earth, Germany. I wonder if there will ever be a new version of the 80s hit Elite on current consoles like the Xbox 360. In my mind, in my eyes, Elite is the best game ever made, and everybody should get a chance to play it. I've never even heard of it.
Elite is like a 3D space simulator.
Was it good?
At the time, yes.
So is it coming, Charles? A new Elite?
I don't think so.
Oh. Sorry, Throat Wobbler.
Not the consoles.
I'm gonna make a little time here.
We're making up the time in the air.
It's Brian Inwood. Just wondering when the site usually changes the ads they have up. I ask this because there is one up right now with the scary stop-motion mousetrap, and I had a really horrible nightmare about it. Does anyone even know
not familiar
what
with
ad
that
he's talking about? A stop-motion
What's it? What's
mouse-
his email? 2003? Huh?
Was he already having a nightmare when he saw that?
I don't know.
Oh, I get it.
He says it really scared him. I don't even know what ad he's talking about.
I don't either.
Yeah, but we don't have
You
any...
should describe it. Right back and describe it.
Yeah, I don't think
Brian?
we can.
All right.
Brian Inwood.
There you go. Yeah, right back in.
Okay. This is Wildebeest. Hey, Scoop Team. For the new Xbox Experience, do you need a gold account to access Netflix instant movies?
Yes.
Do you?
I think so.
Really?
They don't run that well, right? That's what I heard. No, they don't run in like true HD. Well, they look good. They look okay. All right.
Have you tried Netflix on the PS3?
Hell yeah.
And it look good?
Yeah.
Really?
I think. Well, I mean, I'm doing it through PlayOn.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, PlayOn's awesome. Dude, everything looks good.
This is... Oh, sorry.
No. I mean, Hulu looks,
Right.
a little bit pixelated stuff
Right.
because Hulu. But I thought Netflix, yeah, would look good.
Sweet.
You look pixelated.
Adam
Extreme
Carlson.
blocky.
Your mom's pixelated.
Flora effing Dora. Oh my God, Craig! What's gotten into you aside from a liter of Floradora?
Floradora. I mean, that's what it is.
You heard what happens when you get Ryan too pissed off.
That's true.
I will beat you down. I will punch you
I'll
in
take
the
you
throat
outside, and you'll spill coffee on my lap. That's right.
This is Adam Carlson. Hey, y'all. Greeting from the great Commonwealth of Kentucky. He goes on to talk about Kentucky a lot. Anyway, I'm writing you today regarding the Lucent guitars you mentioned on episode 98. Just wanted to say I, too, have one of them guitars.
Sully's making air quotes for us.
Got it in my Guitar Hero 3 bundle. It was loose from the second I took it out of the box. Same problem with me. Notes didn't register correctly unless I was pushing the neck in as I played. My solution was to put a small piece of cardboard, such as a note card, between the neck and the body, making it a much tighter connection, solving my loose neck problem. Just thought I'd let you know.
So it works.
That's what he says it works. If anybody else has that problem, give it a try.
I don't know if I can afford a note card. Sounds kind of expensive.
Pretty rough over there in Craigland.
Yeah.
Just gay guys, this is Javier Rodriguez.
Hey!
Just wondering if you ever go through phases where you just don't want to play games anymore. I've gone through a month or two where I thought I'd lost interest in gaming, but in reality, I guess I just needed a break, and then I was full back into it and within a few weeks. How does this affect your work if you've experienced this?
I'm
Craig,
old. I don't like video games anymore.
Yeah,
It's true.
it's just a job to you now, right?
You know, I was taught in the Breakfast Club that, you know, you just get old and you just get hard on the inside.
You're not cool anymore.
It just happens.
Yeah.
I think if you do get that feeling, nothing cures it quicker than good games.
Yeah.
True.
I think
And
that
so
if
I'm on the
you-
wrong platform, right?
Yeah. If you have a run, like for us, if we're reviewing like a couple bad games in a row, you can get that feeling where you're just like, oh, I'm so sick of this. But then if you get a good game comes along, either for review or just for fun, then it kind of shifts. Your
I
mood
wish
a
I could
little
play for fun, but I always have the looming bad games that I have to play for work. Like, you know, if I'm playing a game for fun, it's like, oh, but I still have to play that game that I don't want to play.
I just
That
turn
bad
it
game.
off. You know, you go home, you walk in the door, you light a candle. You know, turn
That's
off
why I
that
can't wait
work
for
switch.
January is going to be great because there's going to be enough time to play some fun games, and then I'm back to my old self.
Your old, very old self.
I still get my good. See, I play the games that I don't enjoy, and I have to play it here at work.
Right.
But at home, I play the games.
Yeah,
I
you
wanna
almost
play.
killed me for my Gears of War 2 copy. You were about ready to come in like, why are you getting that? Oh,
Really?
no,
Is that an accurate description?
Oh,
really?
yeah,
I
actually, you
almost
look like you're about
killed
to. Well, actually, you look like you're about to cry.
Really?
Oh, Damon. No, it's going to be okay.
Just
why
wanted
you
that
being so-
Marcus Phoenix.
I know. Why are you being so mean to me?
Did
Craig?
he react at all like he reacted when I pwned him on Fly, you fools? Were you there for that?
No.
Speaking of which, the other day I was in a Sacred 2 demo, and
What?
they
You were in a Sacred 2
I know
demo?
you were unavailable.
Why didn't you tell me
You were
going to
prepping
that?
Solius for his review.
Oh, man,
Anyways, though,
sucks.
they did have they're running around having conversations. Then one of the ladies
Yeah, I know
said,
how the game
The lady
works.
goes, "What did the old man say? Fly, you fools."
That's what they said in the game?
Yeah, just a random sentence she said for no reason. but
Thanks
yeah.
for the spoilers.
Yeah,
You know,
game over, dude.
you know how much I'm looking forward to that game.
One more. This is
Wait,
from
you played Sacred 2?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
co-op.
Good. Just want to get that cleared up.
This is from Singing Pigs. Imagine my surprise when, while surfing Facebook aimlessly, I found a cartoon version of Craig frowning at me from an ad on the right.
Didn't we already answer that one?
No, you and I talked
Oh,
about
that's
it.
right. We did talk about that.
Yes,
huh?
it turns out that Craig has his very own game, Caveman Craig.
Yeah, that is.
Whoa!
That's pretty good.
So I highly recommend you get the PC guys reviewing.
Which one is it, though? Which one is it?
Slowly
I think it's the
creeping-
one holding the stake.
In case you can't see
Triple
it.
Craigs?
Creeping in.
That's pretty good. I have to say that people are like, I've seen Craig, blah, blah, blah. And like, that's not me, but.
Charles, why haven't you reviewed Caveman Craig?
I have no good excuse. Damn it. All right, there's another one for the list.
I'm going to get an email from
Should
Jeremy.
I be bugging in for royalties?
Fantastic.
Yeah, probably.
Action required.
Well, this clearly takes precedence over World of Warcraft. So
All right.
I'll get right on that.
Greg,
Yeah.
you told me as part of our very special episode 100, you had someone you wanted to take to task.
I do get fired up, and when I do, I like to rant. Of course, before I go into that, Damon, I do want to say thank you. I know I'm taking the Jeremy Dunham role of episode 50, and thank you for all the work you do for GameScoop. You do an excellent job. You sitting here, edit it all day long.
Aw.
You keep us all on track when we want to talk about nothing.
Which we usually
So,
do.
anyways, yes, to rant, I'm going to rant against episodes 1 through 100.
Wait, including this episode, which
Yes.
is not done yet.
Correct.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Well, as everybody knows, by now, Greg will now take 60 seconds to tell the world what he
And
thinks.
it's going to be alcohol fueled, too. That's
Yeah,
going to be
it's
great.
going to be bad news bears.
Are you ready?
You're going to give me the counts and
Are
everything?
you ready, Greg?
Yep.
And go.
Hey, episodes 1 through 100, you suck. You are the biggest waste of time anyone has ever heard on the internet. First off, it starts with Kathleen, David Adams, and Damon. More like Bori, Snorri, and Hori. In that order, everyone. I can't believe I wasted my time listening to this. You don't even talk about games. You didn't even start saying Scoop till it was way too late. Now we move on to the Micah Hillary era. All right, cool. All of a sudden, Hillary leaves, Micah leaves. We're left with Damon and Greg. They suck. All Greg does is yell. Nobody likes that. He doesn't even have anything intelligent to say. Then we start adding lame people trying to fill the gap. You got David Klayman, Eric Brudvig. I would rather be shot in the face with a cat gun than listen to these people speak about Xbox and how much they hate games and love Ninja Gaiden. Then we're going to add Craig. He is old. No one likes him. No one cares about him. He smells bad. The blue thing is too much. Grow some hair. What is the problem, dude? It's over. Charles, talk more. What's your problem? Stop bringing in PC news. Get it? Stop fake snoring. Damon, you're a very nice guy. GameScoop 101's gonna be the best episode ever.
Another spirited rant from our own Greg Miller. Thank you very much.
What blue thing are you talking about?
This
Oh, okay. Sweet. I actually ripped a hole in it. Look at this.
Oh,
thing.
no.
Yeah, I was walking to the train. I kind of poked a hole through on a fence.
Were you crawling army style along the tracks?
I was going to your thing. Your Katie thing, and I ripped this shirt.
Did you try to scale the
sacrifices.
razor wire at Zeitgeist?
No, it just kind of reached out and grabbed me.
They wouldn't let him in, so he tried to climb over the wall.
I want to go to Katie's thing.
Thank you for that, Greg. I think you said a lot of things that needed to be brought out in the open there.
It's time for us to
Especially
get better.
the stuff about
Yeah.
Charles.
Yeah,
Hopefully the next 100 episodes will be better.
I bet they will.
Not.
Why is Craig's hair over?
It's the shaved head look. It's done, man.
Is it done?
Vin
Okay.
Diesel. You see him getting work anymore?
No, that dude
I don't see you in the
that dude
movies
from
either.
Lost is always head shaved. Like, I don't know how he does it.
John Locke.
Yeah.
You know John Locke.
Yeah,
buddy.
but Locke's dead.
Oh,
Is
spoilers.
he?
Well, that was the end of the last season.
Much appreciated.
He'll,
All right,
his
fine.
ghost will be there. He'll be riding Walt. And they'll be eating ice cream.
He's flashbacked.
Yeah, Walt. Okay, well, that's about it. But now we're going to end up with something very special here. We're going to, like the listener asked for in the beginning of the show, we're going to play every song that we've recorded for GameScoop leading up till now. Starting out with a new song. I know we already played a new song. We played Damon Hatfield's A Cat earlier. Now, Greg has recorded a new song called the Floradora song.
I'm just calling it Floradora.
It's called Floradora. So we're going to start with that, then we'll play the other hits. We'll play Made from Lava Ryan, we'll play the Craig Harris song, we'll play the Infogram song, we'll play Super Rub-a-Dub, everything. We'll put you out on a musical note.
I do
What
have
is
one
it?
quick challenge for the listeners. I know many of you won't have the means to make a Floradora. Believe me, they're quite expensive. I did not anticipate that when I went to the supermarket. However, currently, about.com, you go there and you hit Floradora, right? No space. And there's no user ratings or reviews. And I'm looking to see how many reviews we can get by the next time we come back after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
On about.com.
Yeah. Just make it up. Say you watched it on IGN GameScoop and put a link in there. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Or if you are over 21, you should check it out. It's actually a really good
And
deal.
add it to Wikipedia, too.
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
Thank all you
And
guys.
add Floradora to the Urban Dictionary.
Thank all you guys for being part of GameScoop.
Thank you, Damon.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for the readers and the viewers and the listeners. GameScoop is all of us. It's about all of us. It's not just any one part of it. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, all of you out there. This is IGN GameScoop. Thank you, Solius.
You are welcome.
IGN GameScoop.